Hello everyone, hello grade 5. Today we will study the first part of the math revision for grade 5. Let's start. Number 1, the prime number has only how many factors, guys? 2 factors. For example, 7. 7 is a prime number. Why? Because 7 equals 7 times 1. Now we have 2 factors of 7. You have to study the prime numbers less than 50. We will start with 2, 3, followed by 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. Yes, after 19 we have 23, 29, 31, and 37, 41, 47, and so on. And the smallest prime number, guys, is 2. This number is the only even prime number we studied before. Number 2, the composite number has now more than 2 factors. So we will start with A is the correct answer. For example, 6 is a composite number. Why, guys? Because 6 has more than 2 factors. 6 is 6 times 1 and 2 times 3. Now, how many factors of 6? 6 has 4 factors. So 6 is a composite number. Next, number 3, which number is a prime number? 9, 25, 19, 42. It's easy to say that 19 equals 19 times 1 has only 2 factors. So 19 is a prime number. Next, what's the smallest prime number we studied before is what? Is 2. 2 is the smallest prime number, and this number is the only even number in prime numbers. Next, which number has 3 factors? So you have to determine here how many factors of each number. 12, guys, 12 is 2 times 6 and 12 times 1, 3 times 4. Now 12 has 6 factors, so it's not correct. 18 is 18 times 1 and 2 times 9, 3 times 6. Now how many factors of 18? 6 factors. 24, guys, 24 is 4 times 6 and 24 times 1, 3 times 8, 2 times 12. Now how many factors we have? We have here 8 factors. But look at the last one, is 49 is a correct answer. 49 is 49 times 1 and 7 times 7. How many factors, guys? We have here 1, 7 and 49. 49 is a factor of 49, by the way, and 7 is a repeated factor. So here 49 has 3 factors. Number 8, which number is neither prime nor composite? This number is 1. Number 9, number of factors of 49. Ask yourself, 49 equals what, guys? Equals 49 times what? Times 1, and equals 7 times 7. Now, how many factors of 49? We have here 3 factors. Ask yourself now, 25 is what times what? 25 is 25 times 1 and 5 times 5. Now, how many factors of 25? We have here just 3 factors. Now, we can compare between number of factors of each number. They are equal, so the correct answer is C. Number 10, which number is not a prime number? So all these numbers, guys, are prime except one. He said is not a prime. Pay attention. 37 is what, guys? Is 37 times 1. Now we have 2 factors. 23 is a prime number. Why? Equals 23 times 1. We have just 2 factors. 47 is a prime. Yes, equals what? Equals 47 times 1. But 91, guys, is 91 times 1, and pay attention, 91 is divisible by 7 equals what, guys? Equals 13. 7 times 13 equals 91. So the number here, which is composite or is not a prime number, is what, guys? Is 91. So the correct answer here is A. Number 11. What's the greatest prime number is lying between 1 and 100? He is asking here about a prime number. Look at the choices. 99 is a prime number? No. 99 is not a prime number. Why? Because it's divisible by 3 equals 33. It's 3 times 33 equals 99. 98 is not a prime number. It's divisible by 2 equals 49. So 98 has more than 2 factors. Look at 93. It's easy. It's divisible by 3 equals 31. Now, which number here is a prime number? it's 97, and this number is the greatest prime number lying between 1 and 100. Number 12, what's the prime factorization of 36? To find the prime factorization of 36, just write 36 and ask yourself, 36 is what times what, guys? You can say that 36 is 4 times 9. 4 and 9 are not a prime numbers. We can write 4 as 2 times 2 and 9 as 3 times 3. Now the prime factors, circle the prime factors. 2 and 3 are prime factors. Now we can write 36, guys, as what? 36 as double 2 times double 3. It's easy. So the prime factorization of 36 is what, guys? A, B, C, or D? You can say here double 2 and double 3, it will be B. You can say in another way or other factor tree, 36 is what, guys? Is 6 times 6. You can say that 6 equals 2 times 2 and 2 times 3, sorry, and 6 is 2 times 3. Now here, guys, what's the prime factorization is what? Is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. We have here double 2 and double 3. Number 13 the same. What's the prime factorization of 100? We can say that 100 equals what, guys? Equals 10 times 10, and 10 equals 2 times 5, and 10 equals 2 times 5. Ask yourself, what are the prime numbers now? 2 and 5. So circle the prime numbers. We can write 100 as double 2 and double 5. You can say here that 100, guys, is divisible by 4. It's easy. Equals what? Equals 25. We can say that 4 equals 2 times 2 and 25 equals 5 times 5. Now it will be double 2 times double 5. So the prime factorization of 100, guys, is what? Is D. Number 14, how many factors of 70? To find the factors of any number, ask yourself, this number is divisible by what, guys? 70, we can write 70 as 70 times 1. The number itself times 1. And 70, guys, is divisible by 2. Why? Because it's an even number. Equals what? Equals 35. So 70 equals 7 or 2 times 35. 70 is divisible by 7, guys. Equals what? Equals 10. Finally, 70, here the last digit is 0, so it's divisible by 5. Equals what? Equals 14. Now he is asking here about the number of factors. The factors of 70, you can count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 factors. So to find the factors of any number, you can use here what, guys? The divisibility rules that we studied before. Number 15, how many prime factors of 12? To find the prime factors of 12, just here factorize 12 to its prime factors. 12 is what, guys? Is 3 times 4. Which one is the prime number? Is 3. 2 is what, guys? Or 4 is what? Is 2 times 2. Now we have here 12 equals what, guys? Equals 2 times 3 times 2, or 2 times 2 times 3. Now he's asking how many prime factors. We have here just here 3 prime factors, but we have here 2 is repeated. So how many prime factors of 12? Just 2 prime factors. Number 16, what are the common factors of 18 and 24? To find the common factors of 18 and 24, we will write factors of 18 and factors of 24. To find factors of 18, ask yourself, 18 is what? 18 is 18 times 1, and 18 is 2 times 9 and 3 times 6. Now factors of 18 are what, guys? You can ask yourself. Factors of 18 is 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and what? And 18. Now you can write factors of 24. 24 is what, guys? Ask yourself. 24 is what? Is 2 times 12, because 24 is divisible by 2. It's an even number, and we studied before that equals 3 times 8 and 4 times 6 and 24 times 1, number itself times 1. We can write here the factors of 24 easily. We can say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and what, guys? And 24, the number itself. Now circle the common factors. We have 1 and 1, 2, 3 is common. What about, we have here 6 is common, and what? Nothing. So the common factors of 18 and 24 are what? 1, 2, 3, and 6. He said here 1, 2, 3, and 6, number D. So the correct answer is D. Number 17, what are common factors of 16, 20, and 36? By the same way, factors of 16 are what? You can say 16 is divisible by 1 and 2 and 4, 8, and 16. Factors of 20, we can find 20 as what, guys? 2 times 10, 5 times 4, and 20 times 1. So it will will be 1, 2, 4, 5, and 10, and 20. Now factors of 36. 36 is 4 times 9, 6 times 6, 2 times 18, and 36 times 1. We can write factors of 36 as 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 is divisible by, guys, by 4 equals 9, is divisible by 3 equals 12, is divisible by 2 equals 18, is divisible by 1 equals 36. Now circle common factor. 1, 1, 1, 2, we have 2, 4, 4, but we have 4 here, yes, 8, 5, nothing. Now common factors are what? 1, 2, 4. The correct answer is C. Next, what are the common factors of 7, 35, and 49? It's easy. 7 is what, guys? Is a prime number. Our factors 1 and 7. 35 is what, guys? 35 times 1 and 7 times 5. So we can say 1, 5, 7, and 35. 49 has only 3 factors. 1, 7, and 49. Now circle the common factors. 1, 1, 1, 7, 7, 7. The common factors of 7, 35, and 49 are what? 1 and 7. The correct answer is B. Number 19, what's the greatest common factor of 6 and 8? Ask yourself now, guys, 6 and 8 are divisible by what? Yes, are divisible by 2. So the greatest common factor is 2. But if you look at 3, 4, and 24, 6 is divisible by 3, but 8 is not divisible by 3. 8 is divisible by 4, but 6 is not divisible by 4. 6 and 8 are not divisible by 24. So the GCF of 6 and 8 is 2. Next, what's the GCF of 2, 3, and 4? To find the GCF, guys, or the greatest common factor of the three numbers 2, 3, and 4, just write here each factors of each number, or write factors of each number. Factors of 2 are what, guys? Are 1 and 2, because 2 is a prime number. Factors of 3 is 1 and 3, because here 3 is a prime number. Factors of 4 are what? Are 1, 2, and 4. Now, which one is a common factor here? And the greatest common factor is 1. So the greatest common factor of 2 and 3 and 4 is what? Is 1. Number 21, what's the greatest common factor of 12, 15, and 18? We have here three large numbers. How can we find the GCF? You can use here the prime factorization of each number. Prime each number to its prime factors mentally. 12 is 4 times 3, and we can write 4 as 2 times 2. Now 12 equals 2 times 2 times what, guys? Times 3. By the same way, 15 here, we can write 15 as 3 times 5. But write the similar factors above each other. We have 3 up, now we write 3 under 3 times what? Times 5. 18 is what, guys? 18 is 2 times 9. And 9 we can write it as 3 times 3. Now we have 2 times 3 times 3. Double 2 above, we can write 2 under 2. And 3 under 3 times what? Times another 3. Now to write the GCF of these numbers, the three numbers 12, 15, and 18, write GCF equals, just bring down the common factors here. The common factors, just we have here 3, 3, 3. So the GCF here is 3. By the same way, he is asking here what's the GCF 45 and 60. First step is what, guys? Just prime each factor or each number to its prime factors. 45 is divisible by 3. Why? Because the sum of its digits is divisible by 3, we studied before. 45 is divisible by 3 equals 15 mentally. 15 is 3 times 5. Now we can write 45 as double 3 and 5. Now we can write 45 equals 3 times 3 times 5. 60, we can say that 60 is an even number, is divisible by 2, equals 3, or equals 30, sorry. 30 is an even number, divisible by 2 equals what, guys? Equals 15, and 15 is divisible by 3 equals 5. Now the prime factors of 60 are what? 2, 2, 3, 5. Now we can write 60 here equals what? 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. We have here 3 and 5 first, so write 3 under 3 times here 5. And we have here double 2. Don't forget to order the similar factors above each other. Now to find GCF, bring down the common factors. We have double 3, so bring down 3 times double 5 so times 5. 3 times 5 equals what, guys? Equals 15. So the GCF of 45 and 60 is 15. Number 23, what's the greatest common factor of 21 and 42? By the same way, we can write 21 as 3 times 7. 42, we can write it as 6 times 7, but 6 is not a prime number. We can write it as 2 times 3. Now we have here 3 times 7 times 2. Now we can find the GCF easily. Just bring down the common factors. We have 3 times 7 equals what, guys? Equals 21. So the GCF of 21 and 42 is 21. We can find it mentally. We can note that 42 is divisible by 21. If we have something like this, so the GCF of 21 and 42 is what? Is a smaller one. It will be 21. Number 24, Mr. John wants to package 16 math books and 28 science books equally without mixing the books and with none left over. No reminder here. What's the greatest number of books? He said here what the greatest numbers. He wants to find here the GCF or the HCF of the two numbers 16 and 28. He can put it in each package. Now ask yourself, what's the GCF of 16 and 28? It's easy to find it. Ask yourself, 16 and 28 are divisible by what at the same time? 16 is divisible by 4 and 28 is divisible by 4. Now here 16 and 28, the GCF, it will be 4. If you complete here, 16 is divisible by 7, no, and 28 is divisible by 7. 28 and 16 are not divisible by 56. 28 and 16 are not divisible by 32. So the GCF of 16 and 28 is 4. Number 25, what's the value of x if x over 12 equals 3 over 4? Ask yourself now, we have here two equivalent fractions. 3 over 4 equals what over 12? To find the missing number here, we can find it mentally. 4 became 12, so he multiplied here by 3. Now multiplied by 3 up and down to find the equivalent fraction. X equals 3 times 3 equals 9. By the same way, to find x here, we will use the equivalent fractions. 5 became what? Became 20, multiplying by 4. So to find the missing number here, just multiply by 4. 4 by 4 equals what? Equals 16. So the missing number, which is x plus 8 equals 16. Equals what? 16. What number plus 8 equals 16? This number is 8. Now the value of x is 8. Number 27, if a over 7 equals 12 over a equals 18 over b, then a plus b equals what? To find the value of a plus b, we will find the value of a and value of b, then we can add. First, we will take the lowest term of the fraction and the second fraction. Now we have 6 over 7 equals what, guys? Equals 12 over a. Now to find here the equivalent fraction, multiplying by 2 up, so we will multiply by 2 down. Now a equals what? Equals 7 times 2 equals 14. By the same way, we will take the lowest term of the fraction, which is 6 over 7 equals 18 over b. By the same way, multiplying by 3, 6 by 3 equals 18. To find the value of b, we will multiply down by 3. 7 times 3 equals what, guys? Equals 21. Now to find a plus b, just add 14 plus 21 equals what? Equals 35. Now the correct answer is B. Number 28, which fraction is in the lowest term? Lowest term means what, guys? Simplest form. We studied before that no factors between the two terms of the fraction. The first fraction here, 7 over 21, is not in the simplest form. Now we can divide here by 7. By 7 equals 1, by 7 equals 3. So it will be 1 over 3. Second, 23 and 26 have no common factors. So here 23 and 26 is in the simplest form. Means what? Means in the lowest term. If you look at C, 9 and 12, we can simplify. Dividing by 3 equals 3, dividing by 3 equals 4, so it will be 3 over 4. So 9 over 12 is not in the simplest form. By the same way, 2 over 10, we have here a common factor, which is 2. It will be 1 over 5. Now guys, all these fraction are not in the simplest form except one, which is 23 over 26. Number 29, which fraction is not in the simplest form or lowest term? Lowest term means what? Don't forget, guys, simplest form. Now here he said is not in the lowest term. So all these fractions, guys, in the simplest form except one. Which one is what? Ask yourself. Number A, 17 over 19. No common factors, so this number in the simplest form. 2 over 11. No common factors. Now 2 over 11 in the lowest term. 21 over 33. We can find here a common factor, which is 3. 21 is divisible by 3 equals 7. 33 is divisible by 3 equals 11. So it will be in the simplest form 7 over 11. Now the fraction 21 over 33 is not in the simplest form, is not in the lowest term. So the correct answer is C. If you look at the last one, 23 over 29 is in the simplest form. No common factors between the two terms of the fraction. We studied before. Number 30, what's the lowest term of the fraction 21 over 42? We have here the GCF of 21 and 42 is what, guys? It's easy, it's 21. We can divide here by 21. But if you can't find the GCF, just cancel out the common factors. 21 and 42 are divisible by 7. We can divide first by 7 here. 21 divided by 7 equals 3. 42 divided by 7 equals what, guys? Equals 6. Now 3 is half 6. Divided by 3 equals 1. Divided by 3 equals 2. Now 21 over 42 in the simplest form, guys, equals 1/2. So the correct answer here is A. Number 31, if x minus 1 over 7 equals 25 over 35, then x minus 1 equals what? He wants to find here the missing number. We can write it as x minus 1 over 7 equals 25 over 35. Look at the corresponding numbers, 7 and 35. 7 times what equals 35 times 5. Now, what number times 5 will give you 25? This number is what? Is 5. Now, x minus 1 equals what, guys? Equals 5. He wants to find the value of the expression x minus 1, not the value of x. He can ask you about the value of x. It will be what number minus 1 equals 5? This number is 6. So the value of x equals 6, but the value of x minus 1 equals 5. Pay attention to this question. Number 32, if n over 7, we have here n over 7 equals 55 over 77. We have here symmetric numbers. So multiplying by what, guys? By 11. Multiplying by 11. So what number times 11 equals here 55? This number is 55 divided by 11 equals what? Equals 5. So the value of n equals what, guys? Equals 5. The correct answer is C. Number 33, if 5 over 9 equals to x over 54, 5 over 9 equals to x over 54. By the same way, we have here two equivalent fractions. 9 became 54 by multiplying by 6. Now, 5 times 6 equals the missing number. The missing number here is 2x. 2x equals 5 times 6 equals 30. To find the value of x, ask yourself, 2 times what, guys? Equals 30. 2 times what equals 30? To find the missing number here, just to divide 30 by 2. 30 divided by 2 equals what? Equals 15. So the value of x equals 15. Next, what's the equivalent fraction of 9 over 45 in the lowest term? He said here, put the fraction 9 over 45 in the simplest form. What's the GCF of 9 and 45? Is what, guys? Yes, is 9. We can divide here by 9. Divided by 9 equals 1. Divided by 9 equals 5. Now, the equivalent fraction in the lowest term is 1 over 5, or the simplest form of the fraction 9 over 45 is 1 over 5. The correct answer is A. Number 35, what's the equivalent fraction of 18 over 27 in the simplest form? To put this fraction, which is 18 over 27 in the simplest form, ask yourself, what's the greatest common factor of 18 and 27 is what, guys? Yes, is 9. We can divide here by 9. 18 divided by 9 equals 2. 27 divided by 9 equals 3. So it will be in the simplest form equals 2 over 3. So the correct answer here is B. Number 36, 7 out of 28 stamps in Kylie's collection are from Europe. What's fractional part of Kylie's collection is not from Europe? Now we have two types. The sum of the two types equals what, guys? Equals 28 over 28 equals what? Equals 1. Now 7 over 28 plus what equals the sum? It will be 28 over 28 of the two types. Now guys, to find the missing number here, just we will subtract 28 over 28 minus 7 over 28. But guys, 7 over 28 in the simplest form equals what? Equals 1 over 4. Now we have here 28 over 28, we can write it as 4 over 4 minus 1 over 4. It will be here 3 over 4. Number 35, what's the equivalent fraction of 18 over 27 in the simplest form? To simplify this fraction 18 over 27, ask yourself, what's the greatest common factor of 18 and 27 is what, guys? It's easy, it's 9. We can divide by 9. Now 18 divided by 9 equals 2, 27 divided by 9 equals 3. So it will be in the simplest form 2/3. Now the correct answer is B. Next, 7 out of 28 stamps. Now the fraction here is 7 over 28. In the simplest form we can divide by 7 equals 1 over 4. Now 1 over 4 stamps in Kylie's collection are from Europe. What's the fractional part of Kylie's collection is not Europe? We have here two types, from Europe and is not from Europe. Now the sum of the two fractions here of the two types equals what, guys? Equals 1. Now we have here 1 over 4 plus not Europe equals what? Equals 1. Now 1 over 4 plus what equals 1? We can write 1 as 4 over 4. To find the missing number here, just we will subtract 4 over 4 minus 1 over 4. Mentally equals what, guys? Equals 3 over 4. So the correct answer here is D. Next, what's the equivalent fraction in greater terms of 1 over 5? To find this fraction or the equivalent fraction of 1 over 5, put each fraction here in the simplest form. This is the best way to find the equivalent fraction. 3 over 16, this fraction is in the simplest form. 4 over 20, we can here write 4 over 20. The GCF of 4 and 20 is what, guys? Is 4. We can divide by 4. 4 divided by 4 equals 1. 20 divided by 4 equals 5. So it will be 1 over 5 in the simplest form. Now the fraction is what, guys? Is 4 over 20. If we have 5 and 10, 5 over 10, guys, to put it in the simplest form, dividing by 5 equals 1, dividing by 5 equals 2, so it will be 1/2 in the simplest form. 3 over 10, guys, is a fraction. This fraction is in the simplest form. Next, if 51 over x, we can write it as 51 over x equals what, guys? Equals 17 over 18. Now what is the value of x? We have two equivalent fractions, guys. Ask yourself, guys, 17 equals what? Equals 51, or became 51. Multiplying by what? Multiplying by 3. So to find the value of x, just multiply 18 by the same number, which is 3. So here x equals what, guys? Equals 18 times 3. It's easy. 3 times 8 equals 24. Write 4 and keep 2. 3 times 1 equals 3 plus 2 equals 5. So the value of x, it will be 54. Pay attention, guys. Keep your eye on the lowest term of the fraction. The lowest term of the fraction is what? Is 17 over 18 equals 51 over 52 or over 54. This is called what, guys? 51 over 54 is called what? Is called the greater terms of the fraction 17 over 18. Number 39, what's the GCF of the set of the numbers 12, 16, and 18? Ask yourself now, 12, 16, 18 are divisible by what at the same time? If you take 6, 12 and 18 are divisible by 6, but 16 is not divisible by 6. So 6 is not the GCF. Take 9, 9 here, 18 is divisible by 9, but 12 and 16 are not divisible by 9. So 9 is not the GCF. 4, 12 is divisible by 4 and 16 is divisible by 4. Now 18 is not divisible by 4. Take 2 now, guys. 12 is divisible by 2 equals 6. 16 is divisible by 2 equals 8. 18 is divisible by 2 equals 9. So the GCF of the three numbers are what, guys? Or is what, guys? Is 2. So the correct answer here is A. Number 40, what's the GCF of a set of numbers 30, 75, 45? We have here three numbers, and the three numbers are what? Are large numbers. How can we find the GCF? We can find the GCF of the three numbers by using prime factorization we studied before. Now 30 guys equals what? 30 is divisible by 2 equals 15, and 15 guys is divisible by 3 equals what? Equals 5. Now the prime factors of 30 is 2 or are 2, 3 and 5. We can write 30 as what guys? As 2 times 3 times 5. Take 75. 75 guys is divisible by 3 because the sum of its digits equals 12 and 12 is divisible by 3. Now 75 divided by 3 equals what? Equals 25. It's easy, and 25 is 5 times 5. Now guys, we can write 75 as 3 times 5 times 5. We write here 75 equals what guys? Equals double 5 and 3. We have 3 and 5 here up. Now we write 3 times 5 times what guys? Times another 5 here. Take 45 guys. 45, it's easy guys. It's divisible by what, mister? It's divisible by 3 equals what? Equals 15, and 15 is divisible by 3 equals 5. Now we have double 3 and 5, the prime factors of 45. We can write 45 as what guys? Double 3 and 5. We have here just one 3, so write 3 times 5, and we have here another 3. Don't forget to order the common here, the common or the similar factors above each other. Now to find the GCF, just bring down the common factors. We have here triple 3, just bring down just one 3 times triple 5 common, we can write 5. Now 3 times 5 equals 15. So the greatest common factor of the three numbers 30, 75, 45 is what guys? Is 15. This is the correct answer. What's the LCD of the two fractions 3 over 20 and 7 over 60? To find the LCD of the two fractions, just find the lowest common multiple of the two denominators 20 and 60. Now we can note that 60 is divisible by 20. Now the LCD of the two fractions is the LCM of 60 and 20 is what guys? Is the greater one, which is 60. So don't forget, if we have two numbers and the larger one is divisible by the smaller one, so the larger one guys is what? Is the LCM of the two numbers. Now the LCD of the two fractions 3 over 20 and 7 over 60 is what guys? Is 60. Next, what's the LCD of the fractions 1 over 12, 3 over 16, 5 over 18? To find the LCD of the fractions, just find the LCM of the denominators 12, 16 and 18. To find the LCM of the three numbers 12, 16 and 18, we will factorize each number to its prime factors. The first one is 12. 12 is 4 times 3, and 4 we can write it as 2 times 2 times what? Times 3. 16 is double 2 and double 2. We studied before. 16 equals 4 times 4, and 4 is 2 times 2. At the last we write here times 2 times 2. 18 is 2 times 9, and 9 is 3 times 3. We write 18 equals what? Equals 2 times 3 times 3. We have up here 3, so we write times 3. At the last we have times 3. Now write a line, and don't forget to order the similar factors above each other. Now LCM equals what guys? Equals how many columns? We have first column, second column, third column, next column, and next, and the last column. To find the LCM, we will bring down or drop just one fact. So we have 2 times 2 times 3 times 2, pay attention, times 2 times 3. So the selected factors here 2 times 2 times 3 times 2 times 3 times 3. To find here the LCM, just find the product. Now ask yourself, how many 2's we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 2's means what guys? Means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 equals what? Here we have here 16 times what? 3 times 3 equals 9. So 16 times 9 is what? Is the LCM. You can find it easy. 9 times 6 equals 54. Write 4 and keep 5. 9 times 1 equals 9. 9 plus 5 equals what? Equals 14. Now here the product is 144. So the LCM of the three numbers 12, 16, 18 is 144. So the LCD of the fractions 1 over 12, 3 over 16, 5 over 18 is what guys? Is 144. The correct answer is B. Finally, what's the LCD of the fractions 3 over 4, 2/5 and 9 over 20? To find here the LCD of the fractions, just find the LCM of the numbers 4, 5 and 20 as we studied before. But we note here 4, 5 and 20. 4 and 5 are factors of what, guys? Are factors of 20. Or 20 is what, guys? Is a multiple of 4 and 5. Now 20 is called what? Is the LCM of the three numbers 4, 5 and 20. Now we will deduce that the LCD of the fractions is what, guys? Is what? Is 20. Now the correct answer is A. If you like my video, subscribe to my channel for more math videos. Thanks for watching. See you soon, guys.